Hey everybody, John here. This summer was extremely hard on my patio furniture. After several years, the sun and the rain has dried out the fabric and made it pretty brittle. I seem to own the standard set that everyone has in their backyard, so I thought I would show you a great way to save a lot of money. If you own a sewing machine, this do-it-yourself project is for you. A new set of patio furniture costs around $500. This project will only cost $20 and an extra $7 if you want to paint the frames. Start by removing the base of the seat from the frame. I stuck a socket on my cordless drill to speed this process up. Next, take an X-Acto knife and cut along the seam where the fabric is tucked into the frame. Now, with a pair of pliers, grab the end of the fiberglass rod that is in the frame's groove and pull it straight out. The small piece of fabric left inside the groove can make this difficult. Ensure you have a good grip. Now repeat this process to all your chairs. On this step, you can measure from groove to groove on the frame or just grab one of the old pieces and lay it out on your new fabric. Make marks on both sides to note your width. Measure 1 inch outward from the top and bottom of your piece. Here I align the end of the fabric as my first mark, then I make 3 half-inch marks inward from that point. Do this on both ends. These will be your folding marks. With a straight edge and a pencil, draw out your lines. One of the benefits of using striped fabric is that you can tell if you are crooked or not. Take a square and align on the lines you just drew. Slide the square out to your earlier side marks and make a quick line to join your corners. Now, using the same process as before, measure outward 3 full inches and mark each inch. Then take your straight edge and connect all your marks. At this point, you should have 3 solid lines across the top and bottom of your fabric. With a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife, cut the outermost line on all sides. If you align the top with the edge, like I did, you will not need to make a cut on that side. Now to the sewing machine. It is important to sew your top and bottom marks first. This will be the smaller half-inch marks. This will keep you from closing off the tube slot on the sides. Simply fold over the edge to the first mark and sew together. This is just to place the fray of the ends inside your fabric. Then fold one more time to the next half-inch line and sew again. Your completed top and bottom should look like this. Now for your side marks. Take the edge and fold it to the first 1 inch line. This again is to hide your fray. Once that is complete, fold your new edge to the third or inside mark. Here I use a few sewing pins to hold it into position. This will be the load-bearing seam, so sew it up and back for a double stitch. When you have completed, your fabric should look like this. Then repeat this process to all your chairs. Going back out into the garage, take your fiberglass rods that you pulled from the frame earlier and straighten them out as much as possible. The straighter you can make them, the easier the next step will be. Now tuck the side loop of your fabric into the frame and expand your fabric, making sure there are no kinks in the fabric while inside the frame. Turn the frame on its side and insert the fiberglass rod back into the frame while inserting it into the center of the fabric. This part can become frustrating, but as you feed your fiberglass rod into the frame, ensure there is enough fabric pushed into the slot to allow it to expand and the rod to keep pressing forward. If your rod is catching on the fabric, simply take a file or some sandpaper and smooth out the tip before inserting. When you get near the end, there will be a lot less play in the frame and your fabric will become very tight. Here I use a clamp to allow some slack in the fabric. Once complete, reattach your frame and your chairs are ready for prime time. This project was fairly simple and it saved me quite a bit of cash in the long run. As always, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.